Tairach narul grach. Tairach sor urkash aroik.
Say. Do you see that jawbone at the pole?
Yes.
You'll have to fetch it for me.
Why me?
You're a bird. Flutter, flutter.
I'm not a common scavenger crow. Blah.
Please.
No.
Pretty please?
I know this game. It ends with 1,000 pleases, and my answer still will be no.
Do it for Nuri.
Oh well.
Trokor harkulsach. Korka harkulsach. Roch jura hier. Knack tairach. Taika jorm darak baruk sharas. Tor aikar brazorak.
The raven hardly caught the orc's attention.
Morokamirik. Sharas brakari mirik soshas.
A throw hook.
Keshanta zazaroy vexkaer. Zulorako.
The drops are falling at a constant. It's a different frequency than the drop. Let's see.
Torog ay morka ukmor. Ochakit kedra soga riyugo. Tota. Rai kaka.
Damn, the knot is too tight. There we go. I'll leave that as it is. The stone colours the water blood red instantly, but no one is likely to see that from afar. I'd better attach the stone somewhere. Now the Colossus is spilling blood.
Maro! Oh, Taika! Molu! Ahuza! Tairach! Rak Aikor! Ki! Halkus Talachai!
This mongrel is in the way. Huh? I should find some food for him. There.
Can we reach the Red Lake at last?
Follow me without attracting attention.
You're not the kind to give up easily, are you?
Yes, that's me.
The Red Lake!
No explorer to be seen anywhere.
Maybe there. Hello?
Not so loud, the orcs.
And who might you be, young'uns?
What? You must be the Scholar's Imp, aren't you?
No, I'm a Capercaillie. A Capercaillie, and you won't catch me.
Do you know where his cave is?
Do I? Do I?
Oh, good. Where is it?
I'm not telling. I'm not a snitch.
Now she can come with us. And all will be well when we've found the... His research might help me use magic without... Then I could grant your every...
At least that's what the fair... Perhaps the explorer can show you a way back into your... You'd be safe there.
Stop that. I'll turn back at once if you don't. I'm not going back to my world.
Where has the raven gone anyway?
I hope nothing bad happened to him.
If it were up to me, he shouldn't even bother coming back.
But he's helped us many times.
Did he? I just keep hearing it.
He warned us about the sad fairy.
Well, yes, that...
When he helped us with the orcs as well. In addition...
Yes, all right, he's well... What's so horrible about your...
Is the fairy scholar human, perchance?
You're trying to deflect.
You are trying to deflect.
Very well, then. Keep your... I'll have a further... The rock is bleeding colour. Those stones have coloured the whole lake. I'm not risking my life for a...
This must be the Lily Queen. She has the brightest spot of all.
Hey!
You don't make friends easily, do you?
You said it.
What is this?
It's an Orkland orchid.
Don't believe him. Slime mold. That's what it is. Scatters slime everywhere when it's eaten.
Wise master, are you here?
A summerling.
Why does it glow?
All summerlings glow when they're happy.
Hello? Wise master?
He's not there.
Finally, we've... I wonder where the fairy scholar... I'm not lugging around the whole roast. One piece. A small Orcan bulldog. Gwendling used to keep his pipeweed in a pouch like this. Not likely. I'm not going to... The smoke is not a... Not like that. This will yield... Here. The pony is shivering under its matted mane. I don't think so. I'm out of... The flower wouldn't last far. This will yield.
Really?
Why, yes. And that's how, after 700 winters of loneliness, I finally... But I'll tell you the rest later, my child. The turnip face is back.
Look, I think these two are relatives. It isn't going to work. Gwynling wouldn't. Why should I? It doesn't matter if it's inflammable. Ouch! I shouldn't be wasting water. Ouch!
Your own fault.
Why on earth it doesn't work That doesn't help very much. No, what you... My talent, if at all. I guess it does. We'll give you pipeweed if you show us the way to the Explorer.
Got enough of that, and mine's better anyway.
Nothing left to... One piece should... Seems to be in work. No time to... The spell doesn't... This doesn't yield any... My talent only affects if it... I don't think so. This doesn't yield... Here's some water for you. The flower wouldn't last 5 seconds. Not a very bright...
Oh, Garen, we don't have time.
Nuri. I'll have a...
I once had a pendant like that.
Pendant?
Oh, nothing. You can keep it.
Why, thank you.
You can keep...
This will yield... Water?
No, thanks.
You sure? We have gone quite some
Really?
Water?
Do I look like a ship?
Of course not.
Please let her sleep.
They're probably not getting enough sunlight.
The lowly flower people remain in...
Not light?
The Lily Queen. The Summerling. Oh no. We'll have to free him.
I'm sure he's all right.
Ugh.
What's he doing there?
I'm only looking.
Good. Because this is my favorite
Come on, show us the way.
No! Ah! Nasty little!
Why, that was quite a splash.
You've ruined my pipeweed. It's all wet. Wet, wet, wet!
And you're bald, too.
What? A ball? Where's my hat?
Well, imp? Tell us how to get to the cave.
But Garen, he's all wet. Tell me, Imp, what...
I want a new hat.
Where am I supposed to get a new hat?
A new weed for the pipe.
Do you want this pipe?
Yes, yes. I'm not sure. The most important thing is that it stinks.
Here's a new hat.
It's not gaudy. No decoration.
I'll go and... Looks like the ceremony... Here's a hat for you, decorated...
This reeks of horse drunk. And it has some nice thingamajiggy. Even better looking than...
There, now you have what you wanted.
Just one more thing.
No, by all...
You don't have a sense of... Well then, listen. 70 paces towards where the thistles have no heads. 9 paces towards where the... There you'll find my friend. As long as he's not down in the maze near his fairy art...
That's easy. Come on.
What?
That was easy. But there's nobody here.
Damn, that imp...
Wait, didn't he say the fairy scholar is examining an artifact deep down in the mountain?
That's right. So we'll have to go looking for him there. But without a map of the cave system, we'll never be able to find him. What's that supposed to do?
Turn it around.
There's nothing on the back.
No, I meant...
What other way?
You have no sense. What's that supposed to be?
It shows statues with swords. Perhaps a piece of art.
What's that supposed...
It shows perhaps... The candle is burned down to a stump. Only charcoal and...
What is this?
There's something written on this one that I can't decipher. Obscure symbol. I can't make heads or...
We have to free the...
I can't read...
You must free him. Do you always have to break things?
You wanted me to set it free.
But not like that. Things shouldn't be broken.
It's just a jar.
Yes, just a jar. But at some point everything will fall apart. And everything will be...
Why don't you fix it then?
This is the last time I'm doing this for you.
That's what you said the day before you... I'm not going in there. Even if I get the wick out of there, this candle won't burn anymore. I can't use this wood for building a fire. It's all burnt. I used to draw with charcoal as a child.
Can you draw me in 3 dimensions?
3D? I haven't got the slightest idea what you mean. This doesn't yield.
Come on, let's just go.
No, we'll get lost with... That doesn't burn. It's all charred and...
That's taking too much time.
Wait!
Oh no!
What's wrong?
There are orcs down at...
Damn! They must have followed us. We should hurry up. Not this way. Not even the... That doesn't help very much. I'm not sure.
Why, that's not a vase. Oh, look!
Gwynling would not approve. According to the stone tablet, there's a copper mine there. I don't think the explorer will be there. I can't cut. Or a stalactite. One. If the numbers on the stone tablet are right, the fairy artifact must be there. I think I know where the explorer is now. Well, to get to the fairy artifact, we then straight, then... No, twice left, then 3. Can you remember that?
Left, right, straight.
I think we better copy the direction. I'll just draw the map on the backside.
Garen, you have to promise that the explorer won't send me home.
All right, I promise. Come on. All hail the 12. Are you the fairy scholar?
By Fabulon's crown and Farendel's fingerweb, a fairy, in flesh and blood. Let me have a look at you, glistening maiden. What portal have you come through? Which world do you belong to? No, don't tell me. Tall and without wings, not a Ladifari. And no creek or tree on you. So neither a nymph nor a dryad.
I am Nuri Dari Nelavanda. Can you help me so that I can use magic again, without any pain and loss?
An inquisitive fairy. Wait, I have to focus my mind.
I want to stay in this world and wander free like the raven and live through adventures with Geron. Can you help me?
Only 3 times am I allowed to err.
Master Fairy Scholar?
Oh, another... Oh, a human.
My name is Geron. We've come to seek your counsel. You are the Fairy Scholar, right?
Giacomo Nauta, Sage of the Spheres, Temporal Analyst, and Fairy Scholar. That hits the nail on the head, I should say. But just one moment, young man. Please do not touch those fairy crystals, Nuridaran Elavanda. Interference, you know. Where were we, my boy?
Fairy crystals?
Nuri can't use magic in this world.
Don't touch under any circumstances.
Whoops!
Save yourselves!
Ah!
Nuri!
Anrianvella muren emat hesteli ananati. Gerionero anrianvella.
What did she say? How could that happen? What's wrong? Do you have something in your throat? Here, take a mouthful.
Oh, black fortunes. The fairy artifact. Millennia. Gone in a blink of an eye.
We have to save Nuri. She's been cut off from us, and she seems to be in shock.
Am I surprised? She just had to touch the crystals. Your fairy has to find another way out.
But the orcs are on that side, and they've surely been following us. Nuri mustn't fall into their hands.
I can draw a safe passage back for her, but I'd need the notebook from my backpack.
Very well. The notebook it shall be. I can't reach it. Your stick is broken. The other half is the boulder is much... This time it wasn't my... The arm of the fairy... Too short. I hope this wasn't a patron saint of the fairies. This time it wasn't my fault. We have to save Nuri. The other half is that's still intact. How many paces might that be? No, I won't risk the leap under any circumstances. too far away. Are the items in there valuable? I'm sorry. You have to know that I bring bad luck. It only works with high... I'd rather not. The explorer is right. We'd better stay away from these stones.
Geron, Seleavi, Uribella, Amatesta. Uh-oh.
I hope Nuri doesn't try... The artifact is missing more than just an arm, I'm afraid. I hope this was... The boulder is... The boulder...
My notes! I need them to draw the directions...
The stick fits perfectly into the... If the stick wasn't broken, I could reach the back... Nuri, could you please? Well...
Atialnemu is le...
The stick...
Onemul...
I'll leave it closed. I don't want to have to deal with those...
Here. This is for your fairy. The way out of the mountain. She must run to the mill that's marked here. That's where we'll meet again.
It's flying away.
Fairy interference. I'm afraid
I'm not leaving Nuri behind.
Of course not. I'll make new directions. But you will have to get them to...
Hold on, Nuri.
Here's another sheet.
We have to say... No time to... I prefer someone... Not...
Follow the directions to the mill. You can't miss it. The way should be safe. Come, my boy. It's... So the seer wants to get hold of Nuri Darin Elavanda. Satinav. History has a way of repeating itself.
What do you mean by that?
Once before, the seer abused fairies by making them play the harp for him, until they lost their magic and fell victim to the darkness.
Nuri called them sad fairies. The seer sent them to follow our tracks.
Possible. Quite possible.
Why Nuri? There must be other fairies somewhere.
A good question. What do you know about Nuri and her homeworld?
Nuri never told me anything
Perhaps she was scared.
of her home.
Or her past. The magic of the fairies can turn whole worlds upside down.
You mean Nuri's world might have changed?
Well, that's why she came here in the first place.
Nuri can't use magic, or she'll either... We hoped you could help us. Do you know where Nuri comes from?
I was never able to explore the world behind the stone oak forest, but I have a theory. Nuri's home world might be the fairyland Nerutvana.
Nairutvana.
A colourful place. A land of bliss.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I wonder why she refuses to go back there. Satinav. Satinav. The Raven mentioned the name once. Can you tell me more about Satinav?
You mean the steersman of the barge of time? The irresistible? Satinav was a mighty demigod who descended to the underworld to conquer the barge of time. But the gods punished him for his sacrilege. Now he's chained to the helm of the barge for all eternity and watches the stream of time. He and he alone can see the past and the future, but not even he can change either of them.
Is that why we see the damage the ravages of Satinav cause everywhere?
Yes, yet the damage they cause is not the same in every world.
Is there really no way to change the future?
Future? Past? What do those words mean?
The seer has seen the future.
Don't believe what every blind man claims to have seen.
You fought alongside the king's heroes?
Hezinda forbid. When the young king asked me for help, the seer had but I sealed the fairy gate in the stone oak.
So that was you?
For all time, the hardest decision in my... But other fairies might have reached Andergast to play the harp.
How come you didn't find Nuri at the fairy gate back then?
There were rumors in those times that the heroes had saved a fairy from the seer's clutches, but nobody felt it necessary to introduce her to me before they let her go.
Do you know more about the magic harp?
It can only be played by the hands of a fairy. A human, even the seer, would perish in the attempt. That's because it was built by fairies.
What for?
It must harbor great power. Unfortunately, its whereabouts are unknown. We could examine it further otherwise. The Academy of Magicians never broke their silence about it to me. I can't blame them.
But why is it in our world and not with the fairies?
That's one thing that must be discovered. There must be records of Andergast in the Academy.
Did you know the seer?
No. But people told many stories about him.
What rumors?
That he had been born blind, yet touched by Satinav. Or cursed. He saw the future of others, but it was always death, mischief, and bad luck. Others claimed he was a warlock, driven by the...
The seer once prophesied misfortune for me too. Is he trying to make that true also?
I am sure he has other goals.
I don't know how long I'll be able to protect Nuri.
The burden you are carrying doesn't belong on your shoulders.
What do you mean?
Considering what he plans to do to Nuri, I will do everything.
My head is buzzing. If Nuri falls into the hands of the seer, she'll be doomed.
He'll force her to unleash dark fairy magic on Andergast.
But to what end?
He is a seer. It has to be related to the future. After all the things he did in the past, we have to expect the worst. Your mentor only saw one way to prevent it all from happening.
I cannot kill Nuri, not even if our world will be saved from doom by doing it.
Geron, I'll never allow even one hair on Nuri Daranelavander's head to be touched.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes.
So why don't we take her back to her world?
Nuri doesn't want to go back to her world.
But that's the only way. No matter what she fears, you'll have to take her back there. Otherwise, she'll die.
Are there any other fairy gates? Ones that aren't as far away?
Those gates lead to different worlds in which Nuri would have to die. We cannot take that risk.
But haven't you sealed the gate to Nuri's world forever?
And it can never be reopened again. That's right, but there might be a second portal to Narutvana. It is said to be located in the Swamps of Lament, deep in the no-man's land of the Brinask Marshes.
Where exactly can I find this fairy gate?
There's a colleague of mine staying in Enqui. Meander Goswin. He has in his possession the Crystal of Narutvana. It's a magic prism that points the way to the fairy gate. And it opens the gate as well. Or so I hope. In the meantime, I'll go to Andergast to research the whereabouts of the magic harp in the academy there. And who knows? Perhaps we'll find a way of rendering the harp harmless.
So it shall be.
Here, take these notes for your voyage. You will find Goswin's address, and all my knowledge concerning the fairy gate and the realm behind it.
I'm ready. Enqui, Meander Goswin, fairy prisms, swamps of lament, and soon Nuri will be home.
Wait. They say a mighty, very dangerous creature guards the fairy gate.
What kind of a creature, pray tell?
Its eye is said to petrify all living beings, just like a basilisk.
I was expecting as much. There's always a catch. can I get past the guardian of the gate?
No one has ever returned to give an answer to that question. Cheer up. Your namesake, St. Geron, once fought against the Basilisk King.
He was the mightiest hero of all time, and he possessed the divine swords.
There's a hero inside everyone.
Why don't you go to Enqui, and I'll research the harp in Andergast?
The magicians weren't exactly my friends back then, but do you honestly believe they'd let someone like you into the academy?
All right, forget it.
Now our ways must part, Geron. Protect Nuri's life for all it's worth. Take her back home where she can be happy.
You have my thanks for everything. Wish me luck.
You'll find your way. We'll meet again in Andergast.